When you consider a new venture, what criteria do you look for to make sure it has a meaningful impact and it's also good for you? It's also a good personality fit.
I think first of all, it needs to be hitting the status quo sideways. So it needs to be like a radical departure from how things are done. Because as a startup, you're completely under-resourced compared to the incumbents. So the incumbent has industry knowledge that you don't have. They have customers, they have revenue, they have all of these different things. So if you're going to compete with them by trying to be like 1 or 2% better, forget it. It's really got to be a departure. And really the only advantages that you have are, in my case, there has to be some strong application of AI, right? That has to be there. Then there has to be some advantage to speed because larger companies and incumbents are really slow. So, by the time that they've thought through it and they're sort of tied up in their own thing and there are lots of stakeholders, you can come in with a fresh approach with, better tech and you have a chance. Otherwise, you're just going to get steamrolled. So for me personally, it needs to be something that's dramatically better because also that helps reduce your execution risk because you're just going to mess up a bunch, right? So it's really important that the idea that you're building on is so good, so different, that you can kind of screw up and it's still going to make it, right? It's still going to survive. Then other criteria that I have is that it should be a company that lately the way I've been thinking about things is where it gathers information, applies intelligence, and then sells it back. So there needs to be some way for you to add intelligence into a system by aggregating a lot of data. And that naturally leads to advantages around almost kind of monopolistic advantages. Because if you look at like LinkedIn, for example, I don't even know what the number 2 competitor to LinkedIn is.